Yes, we are live now. Welcome to Zoology Online Guru. Today I came with a new topic in the human physiology. Very interesting topic, respiration topic, very interesting topic. And what we discussed yesterday in last class, that is in the human physiology, nutrition topic. And today our topic is respiration, very interesting topic, very conceptual topic. Concepts are present. Okay, come and join our session. So important topic in the human physiology and in the human physiology, the second topic we are going to discuss now, that is respiration. Our topic is respiration. In the last class, we discussed about nutrition and human digestive system. Just a recall our human digestive system. In our body, that is divided into two parts, alimentary canal and digestive glands. Why we are taking the food materials? This is the question now. Why we are taking food materials? To get energy. To get energy. Yes, good. But taking the food material, whatever we are taking every day, morning, breakfast, lunch and dinner, but taking food material is enough to get energy? Yes. No, because we are also taking the oxygen through nose. So to get energy, we have to take food materials and we have also take the air through nose. Why we are taking food material this is the question. Why we are taking? Because to get energy. Is energy present in your food material, whatever you are taking every day? So what we are taking: breakfast, lunch and dinner. In the lunch, we are taking the rice as a food material and dal, curry and something. Okay. So whatever you are eating in the lunch, dinner and breakfast, is it with energy? Yes, that only we are taking the food material. Why we are taking food material? To get energy. Means in that food material energy is present. Yes, that only we are taking. So what is the need of taking oxygen through nose? This is my question. To get energy, we require to take food material. Why we are taking food material? Because that food material is with energy. To take that food material, we get energy. This is clear, but my question is, why we are taking oxygen? Why we are taking oxygen? Even you are getting the energy from the food material what you are eating every day. So concept is clear. Our topic is respiration. We discussed already the human digestive system. Why we are talking about the digestive system in the respiration? Because both are interlinked. The food material we are taking inside our body is with energy, that's clear. To release that energy from that food material what we ate every day, we require respiration. I will give a simple example. If you take a piece of paper, is piece of paper is with energy? Yes. Show me where is the energy in the piece of paper. To prove paper, wood and other sticks, whatever it may be. So somebody asked you to show me where is the energy in this paper and show me where is the energy in the food material you are taking. Show me. So whenever they ask to you, show me where is the energy you are taking the food material. So here is the one of the small clue is there, proof is there. To prove that the paper or wood or anything is with energy, simply burn it. Burning of that paper or wood or food material, that releases the heat energy. Yes. Means the piece of paper is with energy. We are proving by burning it, we are getting that heat energy, ash and smoke black smoke, CO2 comes outside. So here my question answer is, to release from the any material, to release the energy from any material, we have to burn it. Very simple phenomena in the physics. To burn our chemistry, to burn any material on the earth, we need oxygen. We need oxygen. So why we are taking oxygen every second, and while we are eating the food material? So we are eating the food material and also taking the oxygen. We are eating the food material to get energy, because we know that that food material is with energy. But after entering into the stomach, in the small intestine, in the first lesson we discussed it, that is the small intestine, the ileum and duodenum, ileum, these places are with more digestive capacity and absorptive capacity, and ileum absorbs the digested food material into the blood. So what we are discussing here, so just previously lesson we take this stomach and duodenum and small intestine. In this small intestine, we have digested food. What is the digested food? The bulk of the digested food is glucose. Because in the food material, in the everyday lunch, breakfast, dinner, we take rice as the food material. So rice carbohydrate, that rice carbohydrate digested into glucose, fructose, galactose. We discussed it in the human digestive system. So in this digested food, glucose, amino acids, glycerol, fatty acids, all are present. I am taking one glucose. Okay, this glucose enters into and absorbed into the blood, bloodstream. Through the blood, this digested food glucose enters into every cell or tissues of our body. So suppose this is our cell, this is nucleus, and this food material enters into the cytoplasm first. So this is the digested food. So in the human digestive system, first lesson, we discussed about absorption of the glucose, fructose, galactose into the bloodstream. From the blood, this digested food distributed throughout the cells or tissues in our body. In the tissues or cells, they enters into the cell in the cytoplasm. So up to here clear. Now this glucose is with energy, because we know that the food material is with energy, that only we are taken it as a food material. The glucose or food material, whatever present in our plate in the lunch, dinner and breakfast, that food material is with energy. So here this is the digested food material, glucose is with energy, we know. Just now I proved that to release energy from that food material, we have to burn it. Burning is the process. That process brings the energy from that food material. So same process, burning process is taking place in the cell cytoplasm. Is there any disturbance in the sound or clarity? Please raise your hand and tell me with your chart. Okay. Now, so we know that glucose is with energy. To release this energy from this glucose, we need oxygen. We need oxygen because burning requires oxygen. Without oxygen, burning cannot take place. So here, to burn this glucose in the respiration, we are taking oxygen into the lungs or respiratory system. See, so this is the link here. Respiration is now. What is respiration means? You have to tell respiration is the energy releasing process. Energy releasing process. Respiration is a energy releasing process. From where? From where it releases energy? From from the food substrate, micromolecules. Macromolecules or macronutrients we are taking inside. Carbohydrates, proteins, lipids or fats. These macronutrients converted into micromolecules by the digestion in the chemical process or enzymatic digestion. After enzymatic digestion, these micromolecules enters into the bloodstream and reach the every cell or tissue. Okay, in the cell they are waiting to burn in the presence of oxygen. That's why in the respiration, by using the respiratory system we have, by the respiratory system, the oxygen enters into the blood. Through the blood, the oxygen enters into the blood, and through the blood, the oxygen reaches the cytoplasm, and we require a most important cell organelle. The powerhouse of the cell. What is the powerhouse of the cell? Power means energy releasing house is there in our cell. Every cell in our body, every cell is with a powerhouse is there. They release the energy in the respiration. That is known as here, drawing here, that is mitochondria. This is mitochondria, where oxygen enters into the mitochondria and they release energy currency ATP by cleaving the glucose. See what we are discussing, respiration. Respiration is the energy releasing process, one of the catabolic process. It is a catabolic process. What is meaning of a catabolism and catabolic process? Photosynthesis is the anabolic process, construction process. Anabolism means construction. Two molecules they convert into a new molecule. That is called anabolism. But here glucose breakdown, cleaving, cutting of glucose takes place to release energy. So glucose cleaving or cutting takes place. That cutting is known as catabolism. So anabolism and catabolism both comes under the metabolism. This is called metabolism. Metabolism is with two parts. One is anabolism. Second one is catabolism. So anabolism and catabolism both are present in the metabolism. What is metabolism? Metabolism is the sum total reactions are occurs in the living organism. All collective that reactions are known as biochemical reactions are known as metabolism. All reactions, the total reactions in the animal body or plant body or living organisms, collectively total are known as metabolism. Metabolism is of two types. One is a constructive process, second one is a destructive process. Construction means anabolism. Photosynthesis is the best process of anabolism. Formation of glycogen in the liver by the insulin hormone means glucose molecules construct the glycogen. That also called anabolism. And here in the respiration, glucose breakdown takes place. So breaking or destruction of the materials, that is known as catabolism. So respiration is a catabolic process. Nutrition. In the first lesson we discussed the nutrition. In the plant's nutrition, photosynthesis is the anabolic process. After anabolism, this is the second topic, respiration. Respiration utilizes the digested food material, and from this digested food material in the respiration, what happening? Breaking of the food material takes place. At the end in the cells, mitochondria is present. Mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell. And Lastly, we get ATP. ATP is the energy currency. It's called energy currency. So all we discuss in this respiration topic, all these reactions. Respiration is a catabolic process in which the glucose molecules are breaks down in the cytoplasm and then they enters into the powerhouse of the cell, that is called mitochondria. And in the mitochondria, oxygen enters into the last step and the oxygen mixed with the water molecule, and then the powerhouse of the cell, they releases the energy ATP, and this ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is known as energy currency. So releasing of energy from the glucose molecules is known as energy releasing process, nothing but this is the respiration. In the respiration, don't think that respiration means intaking of oxygen and releasing of CO2. Yes, that also one process, one step is there. This is a primary step, but it is not the respiration. It is called breathing. So breathing is different, respiration is different, and the respiration which is taking in the cell, the respiration which is taking place in the cell mitochondria, that is called cellular respiration. Cellular respiration, that respiration releases the energy from the food material, that is called actual respiration. Whatever going on in between all these reactions all are known as supporting for the respiration. What are supporting for the respiration? Here, digestion of the food materials and transporting to the cell is also supporting to the respiration. And our respiratory system, we have a respiratory system is there, okay, and in that system we have lungs, alveolus, all are the supporting systems. Breathing, and after the oxygen enters into our lungs, that oxygen transported, exchanged into the blood. From that blood, that exchanged oxygen transported to the every tissue or cell. In the tissue level, that blood oxygen once again second time exchanged into the with the CO2 present in the tissues, means the CO2 in the tissues enters into the blood and blood oxygen enters into the tissues. There in the tissues, that oxygen enters into the cell and undergo cellular respiration and releases energy. This is the concept of respiration. So this is the introduction part of respiration, and one by one we are entering into the topic, and lastly we are releasing the energy from the food material. For that we divided our respiration topic into 5 steps. 5 steps. Up to now, any doubts, please ask. Now, okay. Next, in the respiration, we are going to discuss about the steps in the respiration. What are the steps we are going to discuss in the total respiration topic? Steps. We divided into 5 steps. We divided it into, for our convenience, we divided it into 5 types. Steps. Number 1, breathing. Number 1 is breathing. Number 2, exchange of gases. Exchange of gases from alveoli to blood. This is the exchange number 1. Exchange 1. E for exchange. Exchange 1. And number 3. Transportation of gases. Transportation of gases through blood. Through blood transportation. And fourth one, exchange of gases. Exchange of gases, blood to tissue. Tissues. This is the exchange number 2, second exchange. 2 times we require exchange of gases 2 times. And lastly we divided it into fifth one. Fifth one is cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is our last step, where energy released. So these are the 5 steps. We divided our topic into 5 steps for our convenient. So this is the vast syllabus is there. Okay, so for this total respiration topic, we divided it into 5 steps. Step number 1, breathing. Step number 2, exchange of gases from the alveolus to the blood. In the blood, they are transported to every cell and tissue. How transportation takes place? Transportation of oxygen, transportation of CO2, that we discuss in the third step. After reaching the tissues at the last are cells, how that blood oxygen enters into the tissue and tissue CO2 enters into the blood, that is called second exchange of gases. At last, after reaching the tissues or cells, how that glucose enters into the cell, and after entering into the mitochondria and breakdown of glucose, that is called glycolysis, Krebs cycle and electron transport chain. Glycolysis means breakdown of glucose molecules. One glucose molecule breaks into 2 pyruvic acid molecules. This pyruvic acid or pyruvate enters into the mitochondria. Mitochondria is with 2 layers, outer membrane and inner membrane. The inner membrane folds are present in the mitochondria. In the inner membrane fold is called cristae. On the cristae, electron transport chain takes place, and in the electron transport chain and in the matrix Krebs cycle takes place. In the Krebs cycle and in the electron transport chain, we get energy by using oxygen. So this is about the 5 steps present in the respiration. We will discuss one by one, and we will complete our topic. Next, we also divide this respiration topic into 2 types. This is the steps. Next, coming to the types of respiration. Types, light black. Types. Here, types. Respiration is of 2 types. It is of 2 types. One is aerobic. Aerobic respiration. Second one, yes, anaerobic respiration. Okay, aerobic respiration means in the presence of oxygen. Anaerobic, here no need of oxygen or very low level of oxygen. Okay, they don't need, because there is no need of oxygen, but there is a respiration. So the respiration which takes place in the absence of oxygen, also called in the absence of oxygen. Absence of oxygen. If respiration takes place, this is known as anaerobic respiration. Lactobacillus, yeast cells in our body, muscles. In our muscles also, we will the respiration takes place in our muscles, that is known as anaerobic respiration. We will get lactic acid in our muscles. Okay, so if we get the lactic acid, that is known as anaerobic respiration. If we get the alcohol from the glucose, that also anaerobic respiration. One type of anaerobic respiration is called fermentation also. Fermentation by using single-celled fungi, that is yeast. By using single-celled yeast cells, by using the single-celled yeast or single-celled fungi yeast cells, if we carry out anaerobic respiration, that is known as fermentation. Fermentation produces alcohol, ethyl alcohol. So here, if oxygen is required, that is known as aerobic respiration. If oxygen is not required, that is called anaerobic respiration. So whatever we discussed just now, all are with the oxygen, because mitochondria, oxygen, we discussed it. So mitochondria, oxygen, whenever we are talking about this mitochondria and oxygen, definitely that is known as aerobic respiration. In the anaerobic respiration, we don't use the words of oxygen and mitochondria, because here in this anaerobic respiration, very low ATPs are released, means only 2 ATPs, very low. Here high energy is released, high energy is released in the aerobic respiration. So how much here? 36 ATPs. 36 ATPs are released in the aerobic respiration. In the anaerobic respiration, only 2 ATPs, because there is no need of oxygen, and mitochondria is absent, otherwise mitochondria involvement is 0. So there, without mitochondria, without oxygen, that respiration is known as anaerobic respiration. Okay. Now we'll discuss about the first step in the respiration. We'll stop within the 1 or 2 minutes. We will stop and continue tomorrow 9 o'clock. Exactly come 9 o'clock, 9 to 10 p.m. Today somewhat a delay. And from tomorrow onwards, we will definitely take the class 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, we will complete respiration within 3 or 4 days, 4 sessions. So, and like, share, and subscribe my channel. Don't forget. Okay, and also subscribe my channel. And here Kumar Institute of Zoology is our own app is there, and Kumar Institute of Zoology Telegram channel also is present. So in that you can in the Telegram channel you can download the PDFs, and in the Kumar Institute of Zoology you can take the or purchase the our interest topics. NEET syllabus is there, total syllabus, NEET, MSET for MSc entrance, OSMANIA University, and also for the recruitment of the job purpose, in the government job purpose, for the TGPSC, Telangana State Public Service Commission, or APPSC, Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission. They are taking the examinations for recruiting junior lecturers in the intermediate colleges, for in the government colleges, and also in the degree colleges. So degree college lecturer, DL, and for the junior college lecturer, JL. Zoology, especially for the zoology only, we have material, complete syllabus oriented, high definition video quality lectures are present, and you can go through those lectures in the Kumar Institute of Zoology. So don't forget this Zoology Online Guru to like, share, and subscribe. Now simply within the 1 or 2 minutes we will close our session. The first step in the respiration, that is known as breathing. So breathing. So simply we will discuss, and tomorrow we explore that topic. Breathing means inhaling of oxygen and exhaling of CO2. Breathing is in some authors they also write this breathing as a external respiration. External respiration. So external respiration means only inhaling of oxygen or air and exhaling of or breathing out of CO2 is known as breathing, simply. So what is present, what required for the breathing? For breathing we require respiratory system. Respiratory system is all organisms on the earth requires same type of respiratory system? No. Different phylum organisms, creatures have different types of respiratory organs. So in the respiratory system, we have respiratory organs are there. So in the respiratory organs, different types of organisms, they have different types of respiratory organs. Just we will discuss here only, and tomorrow we will elaborate that topic. Firstly, sponges, cnidarians and platyhelminthes. Sponges, cnidaria, platyhelminthes, simple diffusion. By simple diffusion, oxygen and CO2 gets exchanged. There is no bother. Okay, and coming to the annelida, that is called earthworms. The moist surface of the skin, cutaneous. So skin used as the respiratory organ for the exchange of gases in the annelida, earthworm. In the arthropoda, they separate a special type of system that is called a tracheal system, trachea. Special type. No other organism in the animal kingdom has this type of system. Tracheal system of respiration occurs because in this tracheal system, outside oxygen directly enters into the cell, cytoplasm, mitochondria directly. So powerful system. It is a powerful system present in the arthropods, insects. They have trachea and tracheal respiratory system. Aquatic organisms like fish, the special organs are there, gills. So gills for the aquatic organisms. If you take birds, birds also wonderful organisms because in the animal kingdom, birds only have the capacity to migrate in the long distances. How they migrate? How the capacity of migration enters into the birds? Because they have the special respiratory system and oxygen supply. Even in the exhalation, they take oxygen into the cells. That is a wonderful system because they have the air sacs. Air bags are present in the air sacs in the birds. So always 99% always they are with pure blood only. That is why they are very much active and they can travel a long distance from the North Pole to South Pole also, because always they are with pure blood only. Means oxygen is supplies directly to the cells, even they are in the exhalation. See, so not only in the breathing, not only in the inhalation, where the CO2 coming outside also, their cells are getting the oxygen because they have the special arrangements in their body. Means some bags are present in throughout the body, from the neck to the abdomen. They have special system. Air sacs or air bags are present in the air bags along with lungs. They have air bags. That's why in the total animal kingdom, they are the wonderful organisms. They can travel long distance without any obstacle and with more amount of oxygen supply to the body in the birds. And coming to the mammals, in our body we have lungs. So pulmonary respiration. So all we discuss from tomorrow onwards, we elaborate and explore all these organs and respiratory system in our body. Any doubts up to now? If you are feeling free and my lesson producing my method of teaching, if you are enjoyed or not, please comment me, and your comment is essential to me to improve my method of teaching. Okay, if you have any doubts, please respond. Yes, we are closing now our live session. Okay, tomorrow definitely come at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Every day we have a live session. Okay, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. we will complete maximum of all the syllabus for NEET, MSET, okay, MSc Zoology and JLDL Zoology. Total topic in depth we will discuss. Okay, if you are feeling it's very in depth, also no problem, because in depth questions also asking in the NEET and MSET also. So come to my live session every day 9 p.m. to 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. 1 hour session only 1 hour session. Okay, right, take care, bye bye, good night. Okay, if you have any doubts, ask me, and tomorrow also come to our live